Hello everyone, and welcome to The Mortuary. I am the Mortician. And today, I actually wanted to talk about concerts. I just went to a concert very recently, actually, when this video was shot. It's been the first one I went to and must have been at least like 3 or 4 years. And for the most part, it was a really awesome experience. I noticed some weird things about going to this particular concert that I didn't notice throughout going to the other ones. First thing, we'll get the good things out of the way. I went to see Mayhem, Incantation, and Cloak. I went to that concert in Providence at the Fete. We were sitting outside the doors. The doors were supposed to be at 7 o'clock. We got there at like 6:30, around there, so that way, we wouldn't have to sit in the back of the line. So we're in about this. We're actually more towards the front because the line ran around the building for this concert. So we were actually closer to the front than we were to the back, which was awesome. We were sitting in that line until 7:30. I don't know what happened, but the doors were once again, the doors were supposed to open at 7, and we're standing here for about an hour waiting for these doors to open. So the line starts moving, and we finally think we're heading into the venue. Nope, just some woman coming around to stamp us with an admission if we're drinking. So of course, the line the moving line was all bullshit. So from that point, it was another 10 or 15 minutes. So we finally get into the venue. I think about like 7:35 we actually got into the venue, because when you go to this venue, they have a couple security guards, and they tell you to take everything out of your pockets, and then they pat you down. That took no time, and I got my ticket, we went in. We must have been sitting, or not sitting because it's standing room only, but we must have been standing around waiting for Cloak to go on for 10 or 15, maybe even 20 minutes. Around there. It was a long time, longer than it took any other band I ever saw to set up. When Cloak finally went on, it was good. They had great lighting for the stage. It was really, really good lighting, actually. Some of the best lighting I've ever seen at a concert. Cloak, they were actually pretty awesome. I bought a couple things from them. I bought a vinyl, which I plan on reviewing soon, and I also bought a t-shirt. And they were pretty freaking awesome. The dudes who were running their own merch stand. They were pretty chill. So then the band that's supposed to come on after them was Incantation. It takes Incantation, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to set up. It wasn't long at all for Incantation to set up. So they set up, they probably put on the best show, not just of the night, but the best show at any concert I've ever been to. Incantation has to be one of the best at just bringing energy and life to that stage. They were headbanging like motherfuckers. They were, they were getting people riled up. The pit was getting insane when they actually started to get going, and they were gotten towards the middle of their set. We were sitting, so here's the door. We'll say this is the door right here. We were standing right about here, compared to the door, and the pit was just scraping us basically towards the middle of their set, and it opened up from being in the center of the room. It was absolutely insane. They actually dedicated a song to Killjoy. If you don't know who that is, he was basically, I can't remember what he did in Necrophagia. I'm not really a huge Necrophagia fan. I've never really was able to get a hand on their work, but they dedicated a song to him, and the pit got even more crazy. So that was really awesome to see, actually. So anyway, they play a lot of songs off Profane Nexus. So I was like, okay. I was kind of holding off on buying that record because, there weren't any reviews for it at the time when I was actually going to buy it previously before the concert. Bought it because of that, and it was awesome. It's a great record. Once again, I can't wait to review that. So then their set gets over. And this is where I really started to fucking hate Mayhem. I shouldn't say to hate their music, but we must have been sitting in, waiting for them to play their set so long. It literally, so basically at the Fete, they have a playlist of music in between sets, so that way, you can talk and still listen to music while they're all setting up. The playlist, they were so long setting up, the playlist actually fucking looped. We heard the songs from first coming in. It was absolutely fucking ridiculous. It took them so long that we actually had to leave before Mayhem set really got started, because, you know, the buses only ran until like 11:38 or whatever, or 11:18, I'm sorry, 11:18. So we get through that, and it was just like, it was hard for me to take Attila seriously, because he's got on the stage doing all these weird moves like this, and like pretending to cut himself with the microphone and stuff. It was super weird. I don't know if a lot of people like that kind of showmanship, but it just rubbed off like the wrong way to me. It was just so funny to watch him see that. And then, of course, one of the songs that they were playing, I don't know the name of it. I think it was definitely past what I listened to with Mayhem, where he's shrieking like a little girl. I don't mean like black metal shrieks. I mean he was literally shrieking like a 6-year-old schoolgirl or whatever. It was absolutely hilarious. I couldn't take it. But anyway, back to like the actual Fat. We can talk about the people. Now, there's a bar at the Fed. Usually at like concert venues, at least all the ones I've been to, there is a bar. You know, as soon as I got in, I bought the shock top. Cloak took so long to get on, I didn't even get to drink while they were on. So that was shitty. And some of the most inconsiderate fucking assholes I've ever had the displeasure of sharing a room with were at this fucking venue. I can't tell you how fucking hard it was to get into headbanging. Like, I'd start headbanging, and then some asshole would come and like push me out of the way. And this wasn't like once or twice. Every couple of minutes, there would be some asshole coming in and out, and just pushing me out of the fucking way. So it was impossible to really get into the music for the most part. People really started to slow down for incantation because probably they didn't want to walk through the pit, because it was pretty fucking brutal. It was awesome, but it was just such a pain in the ass. I've never had that happen at any other concert venue where people couldn't stay in one place for more than a couple of minutes. And you might say that I'm kind of bitching, and I kind of am, but I paid, how much did I pay? I paid $25 for the ticket to see these bands, and so that way I could have the concert-going experience of headbanging to these bands live. And you're gonna come over, it's not even like, well, let me put it this way, it's not even like it was like several different people. It was like the same, like 4 or 5 people who would come at like the most inopportune times. So that's pretty much what annoys me. It was just super aggravating. Now, where we were standing before, like there, if you've never been to a Fed, there's an arcade in the back corner. You go back past the merch tables, or the merch tables are set up, and there's an arcade, and you can play like all kinds of games for free as long as you're at the concert. They're like free. They got like Tekken 3 on arcade cabinet, House of the Dead 3, Time Crisis and shit like that. I think they have air hockey too. So that's where we were sitting. So I wasn't as upset, or standing. I wasn't as upset when people came back and forth. Well, because that's where the arcade was. People were of course going to come in and out of there. But when we weren't exactly on top of the door, but we were kind of close to the door, but people just kept leaving and coming back. There is nothing in that hallway other than the bathrooms. So unless these people are literally pissing like gallons every day, there's no way, no reason anyone should be going into that hallway. It was just fucking ridiculous. And that's probably the worst part of it. Like, that and the fact that Mayhem took like fucking 25 or 30 fucking minutes to set up. It took them forever to get on that stage. To their credit, they did have mic problems. They couldn't even be fucked to get on stage once that microphone problem was solved. It was just ridiculous. So I guess I could review the concert if I wanted to, now that I've gone through the whole thing. Honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable rating the whole concert. I'd rather rate the individual bands, because I feel like the concert going experience was pretty solid, but like Cloak, they were pretty fucking sick. The problem with Cloak though was that the bass was too loud. I don't know if that was a sound guy problem or if the bassist just cranked his amp as high as it could go, but I couldn't hear the guitars. I could hear the drums. I could hear those basically better than anything else other than the bass. But yeah, I think overall the concert going experience for this concert, for what I saw of this concert, Mayhem, it was pretty awesome. I'd give it like a solid 8. Like, I would be more comfortable giving Incantation a separate score because they deserve a 10. Like, I could not stop myself from headbanging. It was impossible. They had such a great stage presence, it's unbelievable. For the concert venue itself, it's actually a really nice concert venue. You know, they have a floor, obviously, a ground floor for, you know, everyone. But they also have a balcony area. And you can go on that balcony area if it's like a sold out show. They'll let you up on the balcony, which I was hoping I'd be able to get on the balcony. But unfortunately, no, it wasn't possible. The lighting was superb for all the bands. I think, like, the way I described it to my friend is like the lighting was so fucking good that I felt like I could see the stage better than like I'm seeing right now. Like, that's how good the lighting was for that stage. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It looks really cool. They have like here's the stage. They have like these windows on each side of the stage like this, and they're like put red, like some kind of red plastic over them, so it just looks really cool. The concert venue looks like a metal concert venue. It doesn't look like it's meant for pop or rap or whatever. It looks like it's meant for metal. That's absolutely awesome. So I definitely give the concert venue probably an 8. The only reason I would give it an 8 is because like I bought that beer. I gave her a 10. It was a $6 beer, and she walked away without giving me change. Like, I don't care. I didn't care because like I brought a lot of money. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of money. A lot of money for me, so that way I could buy merch. So I didn't really care. But I'd still have to deduct like 1 or 2 points for that. But it was a really great experience. So thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun talking about this concert. I wish I had pictures. I really wish I had pictures, but unfortunately my phone was practically fucking dead by the time we got to the venue. I don't know. I must have forgot to like charge it. So unfortunately no pictures. You can probably find pictures of the FET Mayhem concert. I saw a lot of people taking pictures, you know, with their fucking flash on, like fucking assholes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tell me about your concert experience. Have you been to a concert recently? What was it like for you? So Partition, peace out.